especially in Ghana, the goods and services that we pay for them, sometimes the outrageous prices are not worth
the goods we receive,
yes,
and
the quality of the goods that we receive. Transportation, for instance, you see,
it's so annoying. If you have to talk about this, I think like we won't leave here today because you go and meet the drivers and they will start Atonsu. When you reach Atonsu, you take another car to Asqua more, from Asqua to KJT. So it's like instead of just taking one straight car, they divide it into three. Sometimes I even get pissed and ask the mate that it's not this amount of money that you are taking that will make you rich. I like saying it in makes you feel and just can't get in case you say the memo see that you made when you graduate.
You see, we shouldn't always also focus on getting salary as a source of income only in our life.
Then why do you go to a reason in our society when you complete school and you're at home, they're like, why don't you go and look for a job? Why don't you go and look for a job? When I always say this, the people insult me. But if I'll take 450 cedis and my transportation will be 700 cedis, as for me, Vasti, I will sleep. If somebody is just hearing black tax for the first time, what is black tax at all?
So black tax is when you as...
Okay, let's go.
Hello guys, welcome to another wonderful edition on Let's Really Get Into It. I'm Vasti Ofori.
And I'm also Akwesi Poku Patrick.
If today is your first time on our channel, please do well to subscribe, like, and share it to your loved ones. And today we have a wonderful discussion on board. We are talking about something that affects every Ghanaian in this our present age. We're talking about prices, over exploitation, and what is referred to as black tax. So, Akwesi, what do you have to say about today's topic?
Well, today's topic is a topic that everyone can relate to it.
Yes.
And then I believe it's something that, as you are discussing about it, we will expect our audience to also give out their comments and then their opinions about it. I think the first thing that we are talking about is the price.
Yes, the price.
The price, and then how, especially in Ghana, the goods and services that we pay for them, sometimes the outrageous prices are not worth
the goods we receive,
yes,
and
the quality of the goods that we receive, especially when transportation, for instance, you see,
it's so annoying.
It's very annoying. It's very annoying. Even how things are. Although we all know that the economy isn't in its best way, but then we as human beings are supposed to do things to help each other up. But some people will tell you that that's business, and then everybody is for himself. So any way that they are supposed to get what they want, they will do it. And then if they have to charge prices way above the normal price they're supposed to charge, they want to be and then get a huge profit from it, and which is not the right thing to do. That, you see, I was talking about transportation in a Ghana like this. When you see a lot of people on the road, they're using the public transport, the drivers will kind of increase their price because they know that people would want to go to work, they want to get to their place very early on time, and then the price that they will charge, sometimes it's not even about the price. They will be like, oh, maybe I'm moving from this place to here. They wouldn't go straight to that place. They will end up at a different station and then also move to a different station. So before you get to where you want to get to,
you've spent like 3 times the normal amount you're supposed to pay.
And it's not the right thing to do.
If you have to talk about this, I think like we won't leave here today because it's so annoying.
Oh,
like
yes.
You are going to, especially the rush hours and the days like Mondays, on Mondays in the morning, is so bad. You are moving from, let's say, Epusoja to KJT, and mostly you pay just 6 cedis to get to KJT. But let me even use where I stay. I stay at a service. So you go and meet the drivers and they will start Atonsu. When you reach Atonsu, you take another car to Asqua more, from Asqua to KJT. So it's like instead of just taking one straight car, they divide it into 3. And I always ask this question. Sometimes I even get pissed and ask the mate that it's not this amount of money that you are taking that will make you rich. I like saying this in makes you feel, and just can't get in case you say the memo see that you made when you graduate. Like it's so annoying.
They also justify what they are doing because what they will tell you is that, you see, in the morning that's where they get their money, and then during the daytime people wouldn't really there are not a lot of people on the road that
So it's like
would bother.
right now the mere Ghanaian thinks about profit more than their fellow human being.
Because everybody wants to think about himself, not realizing the damage that they are causing to others. Yeah. Because they think that, oh, it's business, and since the demand is high, they have supposed to increase the
The
price.
price. I get what you say, but don't you think that you can charge this one, for instance,
not-
transportation we are talking about? Let's say somebody has money and the person buys about 10 vehicles, and as for them, their rule is that they are going straight to the place that you are going to. Don't you think because of that, demand will be more? Because the demand will be more too, at the end, you are going to earn more. But I think sometimes they forget that thing. When, let's say, I'm selling this top I'm wearing at 50 cedis, my profit is 20 cedis. In a day, I can get maybe 20 people buying it. But if, let's say, I overprice it and I'm selling it at 100 cedis, and I get just 5 or 2 people buying it in a day, which one is better? But I think mostly certain business people don't calculate it in that way. Sometimes they know that no matter what you do, no matter the price, you have to buy it because you need it.
That is the thing, you see, because they think that because there is no car, and then definitely
You have no option.
you have no option. So that's why they are pricing us this high amount of
So,
money.
like, how do we navigate all this thing? Because the last time
navigating around this is
it's very
not,
hard.
yes, you see, the government has had public transport. Some of the public transport system is still working, but then it still comes to we the Ghanaians, because you want to get to the place that you want to go very early, and then you also think that boarding those public transports would delay our time,
Okay.
and then they won't also board those transports.
Sometimes there is no public transport en route on your
There used
location.
to be. There used to be. It's our own attitude that made all those things.
But since
Pause.
staying at where I stay, like I've not seen public transport en route on that
I'm
route.
sure they used to be, because public transport, even in the 2000,
You said 2000.
I'm talking about 2010, 2012.
So like the youth of today, the Gen Zs that we didn't come and meet that public transport. Like you watch online, I was watching a certain guy's video on TikTok, and he was shocked to know that majority of the youth, like right out of university, they are earning just 1,000 Ghana cedis. And even he was saying 1,000 Ghana cedis. And when you go to the comment section, it was sad. People were saying they earn 450. 500 cedis, 700 cedis, and your transportation at the end of the day is sometimes more than the salary you are taking. So I asked, so sometimes people are seen in our society, when you complete school and you're at home, they're like, why don't you go and look for a job? Why don't you go and look for a job? When I always say this, the people insult me. But if I'll take 450 cedis and my transportation will be 700 cedis, as for me, Vasti, I will sleep. When I say this, people like I will sleep. It's true. I will sleep.
Because of
I will sleep. I always tell my mom, they say I will sleep. Hey, I know if I'm sleeping, no stress.
what of the experience? What of the experience?
What experience?
The experience that you get.
Experience you get. So right now, I'm going to work. My mom knows I'm going to work. My dad knows I'm going to work. At the end of the day, look at this transportation. You're giving me 450. I have to come back and depend on my mom and my dad.
Someone will tell you there is light at the tunnel.
There is light at the tunnel. This one is light at the tunnel.
There is light at the tunnel.
I always say this today. It's like when I completed school, I experienced. A lady told me that, oh, let me go and look for a shop for you so that you go and say. I said, oh, how much should they pay? She was like, oh, 400. Man, I will sleep. When I say this, because like experience is good there, but why don't I use that moment to stay at home and take online courses? I'll get certificates. I'll get skills.
I'm not disproving what you are saying, but I think that
right now you don't have to go out to get experience. So from the comfort of your room, you can get experience.
Yes, you can get experience and then even build some skills to develop yourself. And then you see, we shouldn't always also focus on getting salary as a source of income only in our life.
Then why do you go to work? Because right now, why I work? You go to work 7. Sometimes I leave work at 6 p.m.
You go to work to get money.
Yes.
For a living.
Yes.
And I'm thinking that your salary alone shouldn't be your source of income.
So if it's not my source of income, I get what you're saying. I know that, but like
Your salary
you,
shouldn't
you
be
try
your
and guess
source
what
of
I'm
income.
saying.
Because
I guess what you're saying. No, let me land.
you didn't even let me finish what I'm saying.
No, but I want to chip it up there. I get it. But as a fresh graduate, right out of school, NSS allowance didn't do me good. It gave me 559 and they helped me. So the salary is where I'm going to get money from. And from that salary, I can build other sources of income. And the first job I get, you are giving me 450. My transportation is 700 cedis. Utility bills, I've not eaten. What sort of income am I going to build from 450?
You see,
And the job is 7 to 5:30 p.m.
I think is the little thing that you have, how you manage it, and then how you would compound it.
I don't agree with this.
Let me what I'm saying. You see, you're just looking at the money as simple as 450 cedis in a month. But then look it in a way for in a year. 450 in a year. Let's take it as 400 cedis.
Yes.
In a year. So like let's say in a year that would be like 4,008, right? So if you are getting 4,008 in a year, and let's say you have an investment that you're supposed to do. You know, they are online investment that you can start with as little as 5 cedis. You know that.
I was wait, so 450 is not my profit too.
No,
450 is the salary I am earning.
Yes,
that's what I'm taking my utility bills from.
That's something that you should look at it as your annual salary. If you look at it from
annual salary 4,800.
Let me finish what I'm saying. Let me finish what I'm saying. You see, 4,800 it's not a big money for an annual salary. But then the 450 that you're talking about,
yes,
in a month, it's not something that you can keep much in savings. And then maybe if you have other business that you want to do, you can use that money to do it. So I'm saying that it's the little things that counts. I was talking about your salary not being your source of income alone. So let's say if you are doing that job for a few months and then you decide to put small amount of money from that same money that you are keeping to yourself, and then you start something small.
I want you to teach us I want us to be practical and very realistic in Ghana.
Yes.
Here. 450 Ghana cedis. If you give me 450 Ghana cedis, I can spend it within a week. Are you aware? On food stuff.
You can even spend it within a day.
How much is one bag of rice?
Can we spend it?
So I let's get it this way. I don't have my parents helping me. I am living on my own.
But what do you think?
I'm giving you an example.
The market human. Do you think that they make a lot of money?
They make money, oh.
I mean those who make little money, those who like.
At least every day they have money.
Don't you know that some people can even the whole day make a profit of 56, but then they can survive on that 56?
No, wait, a profit of 50 cedis. Profit of 50 cedis. My transportation was calculate 50 cedis by 6. 300 cedis. 300 times 4. 1,200. It's much better than I'm the one working in a white collar job, earning 450 cedis. So that's my base salary.
So that's what I'm trying to let you understand, that if you only try to focus on the basic salary for 450 cedis,
yes,
that's why you try to find something that you can do that within a day. If you're supposed to even get 10 cedis as a source of income on you, and then you accumulate that 10 cedis for a month, that's something to
you think you don't get what you don't understand what I'm coming from. Look at understand it this way. I gave a practical example. Like I want you to answer based on the example I gave.
I know for
this lady, the one
I know no, it's not enough.
Let me give you my example. You are working from 7 a.m. 7 a.m. meaning I don't leave home at 7 to get to work by 7 a.m. It means I have to leave home around 6, and I close from work. I'm supposed to close minimum 5:30. So sometimes you leave work at 6 p.m. Realistically speaking, in Ghana, the one I gave, the person said they live in a car, and sometimes they wake up as early as 4 a.m. They'll be leaving the house. If not, they won't get a car, and they come back home at 10 p.m. So from 4 a.m. to 10 p.m., the job has taken all your time. Like, let us be very realistic here.
But
you get where I'm coming from. No, you let me that. From 4 a.m. to 10 p.m., the job is giving you 450. Your transportation, I think you didn't hear all the other side. Your transportation is 700 cedis. In the first place, it's even more than the monthly salary. You've not eaten. You've not fed yourself. We were even talking about black tax as part of today's one. You have your mom, your dad, maybe way back home, looking upon you. You are the one they are looking on to feed them. You are going to give them money. So realistically speaking, how do you help such a youth in this day? Like, let's be realistic, very, very realistic and practical here.
You see, I'm not trying to debunk what you are saying. I agree with you. But then people are out there taking that for 50 cities. I don't know people are out there taking that for 50
And how is their life?
They are
Because they were the same person complaining
Yes.
in the comment section I saw.
They
One
are
lady said she
complaining.
stopped the work, now she's sleeping at home.
They are complaining. That's what I'm trying to say. That I'm not trying to say that what they're experiencing isn't their realistic experience, and that's what they are going through.
Yes.
What I was coming from was that it doesn't matter the money that you have.
Yeah. Okay.
The little thing that you have, if you have a vision that this is where you want to get to, and this is what you have in mind, nobody is saying that your struggles are not being acknowledged. Yes, 450 cities is not, somebody can even spend 450 in just a couple of hours. Maybe this is where you want to get to. So how would I plan my life and go and do what I want to get to? It's the little things. You see, I give an example like putting 5 cities as an interest. 5 cities is not something that big. If you subtract 5 cities from that 450 cities that you're talking
It's
about,
a month, so 5 times 12. So at the end of the year, you get 60 cities.
that means even the 450 cities, you divide it for your weekly expenses and then your daily expenses.
You are taking utility bills. Like, I think right now, one thing I wanted us, the reason I was bringing this particular aspect, I want us to like start telling the youth out there that we are talking about how difficult it is, their transportation. We should start learning things outside just going to school. That's one thing. That's why I was counting on the 450.
That's my point.
You should make
because I'm trying to say that
the 450. You can't say 5 CDs. Your transportation is 700 CDs.
It's an example that I give. I'm trying to say that you can't depend alone on that 450. That's the point I'm trying to make here.
So we should start like I want us to draw the youth attention to that. Way back whilst you are in school, you don't wait for the 450 to come.
Then you start to do something.
So if I you are saying save your point,
no, I'm not saying save. The thing is, what I'm trying to say is that I was given an example as
if I say 5 CDs, I was given an example of the year, I'll make 60 CDs.
I was given an
what can I use 60 CDs to buy?
You get it. 60 CDs, you can't use it for anything. But then
anything.
It compounds.
And then this means if I have to save and get let's say 600 CDs 10 years.
But you know that for 50 CDs, someone would put some there and save it. Right.
And save it is when the person, if let's say you have support.
That's what I'm trying to say.
About is living in Accra. 450 CDs.
You are really not getting what I'm trying to say.
That's what your point today. I don't get you because 450 CDs.
You are really not trying to
let's get back on the topic. It's like
you are really not trying to get
my point. Deviating from
I'm not deviating.
No, I said what we are talking about. We are talking about the exploitation.
Yes.
And exploitation, transportation. I'm giving you an example. Like what we are saying there, from a Sersu to Kedetia.
Let me finish what I'm trying to say.
Okay, you finish it.
You're talking about the amount of money that you have.
Yes.
It's being small.
And look at the way what we are facing now.
Yes, and sometimes
high cost of goods.
You can get your salary and then you budget what you want to do. But then because of this exploitation, everything, it just destroys everything. And I'm trying to say that as a you that you are starting to build something, there are avenues, or you're even talking about sitting at home doing online courses to build yourself. It's still the same thing. You are going to work and you are earning for 50 cedis. If you want to get a source of income, it doesn't only include getting money, and you can build some skills. That skill will also bring in avenue. You get it. It can be maybe online something. It can be content creating. It can be anything that you want to do online.
It can even be a podcast.
Yes, it can even. It can even be a podcast where maybe you get something small from it with your free time that you are doing it. Let's say maybe you are working and then you are earning for 50 cedis, and then you want to get something else. You want to AIs. Even in our last episode, we talked about AI. Something that you can learn to build yourself. I don't think if you enroll into a free course online, Although you have to pay something small for it, but then I don't think it's that huge for you.
Oh, some of them are there you don't pay, but
Yes, you get it free, and then
but some struggles people were talking about like getting access to data. This now data we are talking about high cost of data is very
very
expensive.
expensive.
So even the
It's
cost
part
is
of it.
free. You
Because
have the avenue,
the amount that you pay for the data that you are getting, it doesn't really correlate.
so it's the times are difficult.
Times are difficult.
Very difficult.
So you have to. I'm not. You have to know how you would
Go about it.
measure certain things and then do.
So that's what I want us to teach.
The
Like
interest that I gave us putting 5 cities down there. You see, that 5 cities you're talking about 60 cities. 60 cities. Let's say and then I doubt you will do that job
the
for
lady said she has been doing this for the past 5 years. It was this year that she stopped because now she has a young, like she has a toddler
to
that
take
she's
care
taking
of.
care of.
And then your expenses too will increase. And then even with the 450 cities, I was even talking about compound interest. It's not only about compound interest alone. Skills also matters. Even networking, you get it. Networking also matters. The source of income I was referring to isn't only about maybe going to do other jobs to get money. There are other ways for money to come into your system. You get it?
Examples. I want us to give like practical examples. Give us examples.
You see, I was talking. You see, you're talking about 450 cities. Not everybody would go in for. There are ways to start business with other people. You wouldn't be the one to do the business.
Yes, like drop shipping.
Yes, you get it. Someone will be doing that.
It all boils down drop shipping to you need data.
You need. You see, that's what I'm trying to say that. But how much data do you need? You need.
Because you know it's that bad for certain people.
You need so key that you wouldn't get data for yourself.
Some people can't afford it. We were having this free course. I was taking a free course, and at the end, some people stopped. Do you know why they stopped? They were not having data. Like it may look. That's what I'm saying. So we should be very realistic. It may look okay, but some people don't have it the way we do. There are certain people they don't have any family. Nobody supporting them, and they are earning 450 cities before even the 450 cities comes. Though. The body, like you've made expenses,
Yes.
so it's like
And it's
for such a person who doesn't have any support, and you are facing this, the economy too is not waiting for you to catch up. That's one thing I want us to get. So it's like the economy is not waiting for you to catch up with it. Right after school, it's moving. The economy is moving. It's not looking at those who don't have. No, it's moving.
So the best thing that you try to get something that would help you.
So it's not easy. Like it's not really easy because when I was reading that, some people could not even afford the data. Some people had to stop because I was saying, I was taking the course. You have to be all live for 1 hour 30 minutes. MTN bundle. Be all live for 1 hour 30 minutes, 4 times in a week. How much bundle are you going to buy? It's not easy. Some people don't even have that money to buy the bundle. So that's what I'm saying. The economy will never wait for you, and it's not only here in Ghana. Everywhere,
it's everywhere because the thing is everywhere.
Yes,
it's how you would try to do your things.
So for somebody who doesn't know how to do it, and the person has come across our video, like how can we help such a person? Because I am right out of school. This 559 allowance now it's even 715. I remember when I was in my national service, it was like 3-4 months we hadn't received our allowance. So, and some people you could see it from their faces that they weren't okay. Some of us are fortunate to have our parents to support us, whether the allowance comes or not. Me, I'm still going to work. My parents will still feed me. But some people don't have it the way we have it. Like they have nothing. You see, they are depending on if you are 715. Like I was giving an example, 450. The economy is not waiting for you. Things are hard. So how do you navigate such a world as a youth coming on? Even not right now, those outside they fall into it. If you've completed school, you're outside, you are facing it. I mean, when you're in school, especially when you're at the university, 4 years, it looks like it will never come. I don't know whether you see that it looks so long when you're in first year, but within a short while you see that you're out of it. So there are sometimes I sit down and I say that there are certain things if I had seen when I was in school, like there are so many things that would have my life wouldn't like. I like where God has brought me, but I feel like there are certain things if we knew when we were in school, we would have come out way better. Because there were certain people that some of us were all about learn. I'm not saying don't learn, but we were all about learn, get the good grades. Oh, get the good grades.
You get your
after
job.
that, you get a job. But that's not the reality in Ghana. If you don't take care after school, you come and join the Unemployed Graduates Association. So right now, the moment that you're in school, when you're in first year, don't think that you are young. That's one thing I want to ask to draw our mind.
Yes.
When you're in first year, don't think
that
you are young. Oh. First year, you have the liberty. Your parents are providing for you. If you are in school, I went to Texas, I'll use KNS. If you're in KNS, you have free Wi-Fi. Make use of that Wi-Fi. Don't be watching movies. So
like, you build yourself.
Build your
if it's business that you have to do it, you build yourself and then you do that business. And if it's some skills that you have to learn, and it shouldn't only relate to your field of study. You should go beyond that. You should broaden your scope and then learn all these things.
Because people are making millions. If you're on LinkedIn, people are making literally millions from just teaching people how to brand themselves on LinkedIn.
Soft skills and
so many things. So there are certain things that the school won't do for you. So you have to
learn on your own.
You have to really. And we were talking about the issue of black tax. For instance, like if somebody is just hearing black tax for the first time, what is black tax at all?
So black tax is when you as a youth that you are growing up, where you have to it becomes a responsibility for you to give out or contribute to your family, your relatives, their well-being, maybe in cash, especially in cash, where you are supposed to give out money, especially maybe you have siblings that you are going to school, you're supposed to take care of them, or maybe your mom, you're supposed to take care of your parents. This is what they call black tax. In a case like, you see, maybe let's say if you are earning a salary where you be deducted the tax from the government and all those tax, the black tax in a way is like money that you put aside for your family. And then most of the times people aren't really conscious, or they are not aware about this, because they know that this is my family. So any amount of money that comes in my hand, and then I know that this person of mine, or maybe this relative of mine, is in need of something, I'll just dash it to the person.
But why is it called black tax? Do you think it's because the blacks, like Africans and blacks, we mostly do those? Because it's when you read about black tax, it's mostly the African families and blacks complaining a lot too.
Yeah, that's black tax. And I think it's predominant in Africa.
Africa especially.
Yes. And it's our culture.
It's our culture.
In a way, it's not a bad thing in a way, because in our culture, it's like your parents take care of you, and at a certain point in time, you're supposed to also take care of them. It's something that it has been imbibing us, and it's not a bad thing.
No, it's not.
It's just how you would have to
go about it.
So that it won't drain you. You see, because if you are someone who has just started doing something, and then everybody is draining you,
how do you grow?
You see, maybe you have siblings, you have like 5 siblings. Your parents is there. You are the firstborn. You've completed school. Your other siblings or your little kids are looking up to you. Anything you're supposed to dash it to them. And then it's even a joy to do that. But you're supposed to know how you're not saying that you should put limitations on them. But you're supposed to know how you would know that, the reason why I'm giving out this money is because I feel like this is my relative, and then I'm doing it
to support them.
But sometimes some people too also take advantage of that, and then try to, I would more like entitlement.
Yes, do you know, like, I will not even catch it short. It has become something that they don't let us talk about it a lot in our home, like in our African society. When you say it, people tend to look at you in a certain way. But I don't know if you've realized this, it's like they place this responsibility on firstborns. The moment that you are taken care of, you have to come and take care of all your siblings. And it becomes a burden on certain people. A certain lady said she was taking just 800 cedis, and she would send 650 home, and she just spent 150. She stays in a car. So it was after a while that she realized that no, this thing was draining her. But when she stopped and she started giving her family like 400 cities, 300, and she would take 500 because life was very difficult. They didn't understand. You see, they were saying that now she has got money and she's abandoning them back. So I feel like Africans with this trying to support thing, this thing that we're talking about, trying to support your family, it always turns out to become entitlement in most families. Some
Yes.
people feel so entitled that you are my sibling.
You are supposed
If you
to
have
provide for
completed
me.
school by force, you have to no.
To provide for me.
It's no child's responsibility to take care of their sibling. I'll say it's as it is.
That's what I'm saying, that it's in our
It's a
culture.
joy.
Yes,
It's a joy,
it's
but
in our culture that you're supposed to take care of those who are close to you, and it's not a wrong thing to do.
no, it's not.
But sometimes it gets to a point that it becomes so draining that you, the person that you are dashing out to, maybe supporting your family members, it becomes a mental pressure, and then two, even in your pockets, everything is draining. You wouldn't even know how to plan your life ahead, and everything would go to your relative, and then it's even get to a point that your relative will get to a certain position. They'll be like, you didn't even do anything in your life, you didn't achieve anything in your life, not knowing that all that you were doing was to support
Yes.
them.
That's the sad aspect. So it's like they'll drain everything out of you, and at the end of the day, they will turn back to come and say, you've not even achieved anything.
Yes.
You are useless, you are worthless, you don't know how to, but forgetting that all these things, all these maybe money and the rest, if you had saved it, where you'd have gotten to in life. The last time I read that, somebody was saying that a young girl, like 8 years old, and the kind of pot of Banku, if it was in Ghana, it's Banku she was driving it. And some people were in the comment section saying, oh, it's normal. Growing up, we did this. And some people were too, it's like, it's poverty mentality. This is not normal for an 8-year-old. So I think in our African society, we tend to normalize things that are not supposed to be normal. It's okay to take care of your family. I will never say, hey, it will even give me joy to take care of my family. But one thing that I think too is that sometimes they should give room for maybe the youth coming to grow a bit. Because like what I was saying, somebody is earning 450 and you, the mother, maybe you're in the village and you expect the person to take care of 3 siblings. If you don't take care, you kill such a person.
Because they know that you are at a place that where money is, so you're supposed to be bringing money.
But sometimes it's not like that, and sometimes to some of the, not all families, but
I don't think it's only here in Ghana, especially those who travel outside. Those who travel outside.
Your family, you are the only one outside.
The expectation from you is so huge that everybody expects you to contribute in their life.
That one too, it's not only family,
everyone,
family, friends, loved ones, relatives, everybody.
Everyone expects
even church.
Because they feel like you are at a place that where money goes on trees. So if they talk about anything, they're supposed to send money home, and then it's not right thing.
It's not the right thing. Like,
see, I was watching a video, and then a lady was saying that she's not from Africa. She was like, from her culture, it's the parents that takes care of the kids, even till death. So the parents will put their kids in school. After school, the parents will get their kids a job, inheritance, everything.
Really? Which country is that?
Some of the Asian countries are countries are like that. That the parents do that, and then looking at African,
is that way around?
And then she was like, she has been married to a Ghanaian, and then coming from with her
culture,
and then
her husband's culture.
You see, it kind of contradicts each other. And then she was like, for her personally, she would want both, because for you to depend on your parents for everything wouldn't really let you in a way mature. And then to be more, you'll be so dependent on your parents that there are a lot of things that you wouldn't be able to do. And then you also, if you're supposed to have your parents is supposed to have expectation for you to support them. The mental pressure becomes so much that you wouldn't.
Very draining, emotionally
very draining. Certain things you really know how to do, but then if there is a balance between them, that your parents will take care of you, and then you're also supposed to build yourself. They will leave you to build yourself. And when it gets to a point that they have to come in, I think there are even families out there that they will put their child in school and then set a trust fund, something for them. And after school, they can use that fund. If they want to start a business, they will do it. And the one thing too is that, especially as we say, in African homes, it's like if there are this kind of jobs, or let me say, that is kind of job that some parents want their kids to go and do that. Oh, when their kids are doing this, because you know that, oh, this is something that they will be proud in it. The jobs like the
Lawyers, becoming a
lawyers,
medical doctor.
medical doctor is that, oh, my daughter is this, so the kind of expectation that they put on their kids,
Too much.
is too much. But it should be in a way that their children are supposed to decide. And I do understand sometimes with the kids too. You see, from a young age, you wouldn't know what you want to do. But if your parents are supposed to guide your decisions and know what you want to do, you will make mistakes, you learn from it, you build, and then you also improve yourself. It shouldn't be in a case that your parents will plan your life for you. Although they will plan your life, you're supposed to also know how that you build yourself.
So I think it's all about
Yes. So if you are really watching this video and then you think you're enjoying it, please subscribe and then comment on the video.
Yes, and don't forget to also share.
Yes, and don't forget to also share.
Yeah, so I think in all this that we are talking about, it's about drawing the balance. It's all about drawing the balance. Yes, you just have to learn how to draw a balance between. It's okay to take care of your family, but it's like the pressure. You should know how to draw it, and sometimes the parents too are at fault. Some of them don't know when to draw the line that in as much as this is my child, now that this person is just out of school, or this person is now learning something. So I should even give him or her time to grow. When he or he or she is able to stand on their feet, they will support me without me even asking for it. But sometimes they don't even wait for the person to grow. The moment the person is maybe right out of school, you are putting all your pressure on the person. Maybe the person has not even gotten a good job. That's why this brings me to a video where the lady I was talking about, that she said she was in Accra. She said it got to a point that she joined hookup because her family, they were giving her so much pressure. She has 3 siblings. This one is at the SHS, and her mother too making her seem like if she doesn't bring money, then she's a useless child. If she hadn't even given birth to her, I would have been better. You see, yeah. So
the pressure is
too much. It's too much. It's too much.
And then if you don't take care, you can depression.
People are really suffering in silence. So
yes, and it's hurting them. It's killing them inside slowly. It's killing them inside slowly. All they have to do, I know how to balance it.
Yeah, balance.
Know how to balance.
One lady I read about, she said she trained herself with graphic designing. Her dad was a drunkard. He wasn't giving her anything. So when she made it, she decided that she was going to do very well for her siblings. But when she sends the money home, her mom will give the money to her dad, and the dad will go and spend the money on alcohol again. So this is what she do. She said she cut her dad off. She cut her mom off. She was dealing only with her siblings. So she will give you, let's say you are the one who needs money for school. When she gives you the money, then she'll give you one that don't go and give it to mom. Just buy the food stuff that mom needs. So let's say the second born, she'll give the money to the second born that take care of the house. Don't give it to mom because she's going to give it to dad. And afterwards, when the dad spends the money, the mom will come back and plead with the firstborn again that, oh, we don't have money. But she gave you money to take care of them. But no, the mom will give it to the dad to go and drink again and come back. So look at all this pressure. So she said at that point, she had to cut her mom and dad off, even though she loves her mom. But she had to cut her mom off for her mental health sake because it was draining. She was becoming very depressed. She realized that she was not growing as an individual. So she was giving the money to her siblings, and her siblings will use it to take care of the home. So I think sometimes you have to, in as much as we live in an African society where when sometimes your parents are wrong, you have to keep quiet. No, there are sometimes that you have to stress on it. I'm not saying go and disrespect your family. No, don't disrespect your family.
I was reading a book. You see, as opposed to the book I was reading, and then the author was like, learn how to say no.
Yes, be assertive.
Yes, learn how to say no. It's not everything that you would kind of, because you want to please someone, then you agree to. Learn how to say no. Saying no doesn't kill. It doesn't it won't kill the person.
This thing I think you need to really stress on it because even in our various African society, let me use Ghana because you're in Ghana. Most Ghanaian children, I always say this thing, when I went to school, then I don't want to mention particular country, but I met foreign people, they are Africans. I always, whenever I meet people from that country, I tell them that I love the way they are. They're very audacious, very bold. When they say no, no, I think even from describing, you can tell the people I'm
I know
talking
the people
about.
I'm talking
In
about.
school, when they say no, even lecturers, they can tell lecturers no, no. But mostly in our Ghanaian society, I think we are trained. I don't know now. Sometimes we are trained to be people pleasers. I don't know if you've realized it. We are trained
I wouldn't call
not to
it
really
people
please people, but
pleasing.
it's like this morality thing. So even when somebody is doing something that is wrong and the person is older, it's like you have to keep quiet
And not talk
and
about
not
it.
talk. I don't know if you've realized it, but
It's everywhere. It's everywhere.
especially in Ghana here.
It's
When
everywhere.
you meet people from other countries, that's when you realize it's not everywhere, even though we are all Africans.
Because it's you see every country and then
Their culture.
their culture. You see, what you are talking about to you might seem something that isn't really a good thing to see, but then to other country or to someone else might see something this trait to be something very admirable.
So balance.
It's a balance. You
It's
see,
always
with
balance.
that example you give about a different country, how they really
They
are
are
certain
bold.
on the issues. See, in other ways too, their boldness wouldn't lead them in a good position.
It always does so, but I think when they bring it to a culture like ours, like
Oh, I
Ghana,
don't think it's always that.
it does so because I've seen some before. Sometimes
So let's say maybe
okay, it's not always.
it's
That's
not
what I'm saying.
always.
Balance.
Yes, it's balance because I don't think
Too
that
much of everything is
I don't
bad.
think
So
that
it's always balance.
your audacity would kind of help you in a situation that you are supposed to maybe let things slide.
Yeah.
And then because you think that, oh, because I'm like this, I'm always like this.
True. It's always a balance because
Yes.
when you said it, I remember that even I saw something where the girl thought she was being audacious, but in a way, she was
will end up
also emotionally blackmailing somebody.
so
I saw something like that.
it will end up.
So it's always a balance.
Gets it.
Balance. So we should know how to draw the balance. It's good. It's good. It's very good. It's even very satisfying to take care of your family. It's satisfying to help your family and everything.
Not only your family,
and
at
even
least
people.
Giving is a good thing.
But nowhere to not join the line in giving, no, but join the line when some people want to take it overboard. When some people are getting entitled.
You see, you even give an example. Someone who was earning 800 cedis and she was earning 600 for
home.
See, this week, how would even a person
survive?
Plan her life.
But when she stopped to her family, they didn't understand. Her mom was insulting her.
So that's why I have to put balance.
And it's not something that can change in a day because it's a culture.
Give freely.
Give freely. Yes.
Give from your heart. It's very important. Give freely. Don't give out of impulse or don't give out of compulsion.
Else you won't receive anything out of it.
Yes, give freely.
It's not even a blessing. So
God loves a
cheerful giver. So even when you are giving to your family, give freely. Yes, remember that.
From your heart. And it's good to give.
Very good.
Don't say that because we are talking about it.
Oh, we didn't say it's not good to give.
Always give.
Give.
Anyone that you see.
If somebody is in need and you can help, give.
Even if maybe people are taking advantage of you, and then you realize that it's not helping you, you shouldn't stop that.
Giving, but draw a line.
Yes.
The line that we are drawing is not like don't give to the person. I always like to say this, and I'm not saying that, let's say maybe I love giving to Akwesi, then you are becoming entitled. I'm not going to draw the line that I'll stop helping you, but I'll draw the line in such a way that I'll cut off your entitlements for you to see that.
Be diplomatic in your giving.
Yes, in your giving, I am supporting you. You are not entitled to the help I'm giving you. No, it's something I'm doing freely. So you can't force me to do it. Yes, sure. So you should know when to draw the line. So guys, we hope you enjoyed our section, and if you love this, please, like we said earlier, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Please subscribe to our channel, like, share and comment, and we'll see you same time next week. Bye.
Bye.